What's up, guys? Continuing our series of changes, I'm going to teach you guys two changes. They're pretty much the same thing, but it's going to be the Shapeshifter. You guys have probably seen the video on our Instagram if you're following us. It's just like that, quick. You got another card. And the other one is called the Shake Change. It's based on the same thing. What you do is you're shaking the card around, and then ready, 1, 2, it just changes. Now, these are pretty simple. They're really cool, but it will take practice as always, just angles and practicing. So let's get on to the trick. Okay, to do this trick, you're going to need a deck of cards, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Yeah, you're going to need a deck of cards to do this card trick.
Good one.
Yeah, and so what you need to do is you either just grab a card out of the deck for you to use, something like that, or you have the spectator select a card, and then say they choose this card, and you're just like, oh, that's a pretty cool card, but I prefer the Ace of Clubs. And you do something like that. So to do this trick, what you need to know is you need to know how to get a pinky break right there, and you also need to know how to just like pick up a double lift. And so what you do is when you have this card, you get the card, you get your pinky break. There's multiple ways. One of the ways you can riffle down, then when you get to the last card, you just kind of catch the break right there. You can just push the card off too. Just get your pinky underneath it. Those are just some of the two simple ways. Then what you do is you show their card like this. You show it. You put it on top. And now, as you can see, it's perfect. What you do is you just come in, grab both the cards. And now what they can't see is the card underneath. They only see the card on top. And what you do, there's actually two ways of doing this. This is the better way, I guess you could say. Like going like this. Now, I could never do this, so I had to learn the other way. The way that you do if you don't have big enough fingers and like can't clear or something. So you're supposed to be taught like this. You're supposed to go like that, and then it goes. But I, of course, could never do this because I had small hands. So what you do is you grip two corners. You go like this. Then basically what you're doing is you're on like this. Then you're letting go with your thumb and just dragging, flipping the card over, exposing the other card. Now, as you can see, you get this thing where the shorter edge flips, so that's kind of obvious. So to compensate for this, what you want to do is kind of tilt your hand a bit. So you're going from this position, and when it's flipping over, you kind of just go like this, kind of to make the perspective better. Now, the really cool thing about this change is that once you're here, you can just put it onto the deck and pull it off, pull the first top card off, and you've got a clean, inspectable card that there's nothing wrong with. Now, the second change, basically what you do is you get the whole double lift again when you're at this position. You got to take the bottom left and the top right corners for this one. And what you do is when you're shaking it, you also want to have the cards kind of bent. You start shaking it, and at the point, this is what it looks like without shaking. You just kind of flip it over. Now, but when you're shaking, nobody can see this, so you just kind of go like that, and they see that the card's changed. So, what you do is you get it bent, you shake, and then you kind of hook over with this finger, and just turn it over like that. So the move looks like this. You go like this, you got it, and you just flip it, and the card has changed. So, yeah, let's go on to an application. For this trick, we need a deck of cards and a gaff card. So these gaff cards, they come standard with just about every non-blue or red bicycle deck. So for this application, you either if you're gonna just flip the card over, that's a pretty easy way, just get it and show it around. Or if you're gonna have the spectator choose a selected card, just to make it kind of more interesting for them. So you get your double break and everything. Then you give them a whole story about how, with just one little flick, you can make the whole entire card vanish without even leaving a trace of anything on the face behind. Now this works for both changes, so that's a really cool application just to do if you want to use it.